I have a best friend who we have never lived in the same town, and we've been best friends for 23 years. We have shitty matching tattoos. They're shitty. They're so stupid. And when we stand together, like with our T-shirts on, and we have the same, it looks, we're from the back, we're idiots. I love her so much. So she tried to help me get a partner for a long time. I have one now. I'm good. I got a kid. We're fine. Got it. It's great. Cute kid though. So this bestie, we'll call her Michelle. Lawler. That's her name. So it was her mission to get me hooked up. And it was fun a lot of times, but there was some weird, like, I don't love people all that. Like, when I do, I fucking do, right? But she was like, here's another person for years. And she would let me know, like, the great lengths that she'd gone to help find a mate that I had never asked for, not once. And so, in fact, there was one time that the date that she got me with, this is like very well-known local celebrity-ish. It was so bad. I can't even tell you this room of people because you would very much judge me that Nicole George's. It would have gone. It was really bad. I fucked it up. So it was there was a series of like my friend just like being like, here's another really, really great, and me like, whatever. So, finally, something happened where we were both going to be in San Francisco at the same time, which is where she lived. And she was like, I know this perfect person for you. She's a comedian. She runs. You talk about that nonstop, you know? And I was like, yes. And because at that point, I was like, I can't fuck this up anymore. Like, next person she meets me to, we're going to start a family and a business or whatever lesbians do. Get a dog, pit bull. So I meet the lady. I go on this long journey to San Francisco. I catch a ride with my friend. I get in the car. The friend's got a Shar-Pei, something. Just this little, like very cute, scrinkly little like pig for like 12 hours. Very slow driving to San Francisco. My friend's a smoker. There's a lot of things going on. Shitty drive, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get to SF and I am gonna fall in love because I gotta do this. I have to do it. And so I have deep allergies. I just spent about 20 minutes trying to find an asthma inhaler in IRL right now, and I got it. Thank you, Eugenie. So I go through this like very asthmatic drive to San Francisco. I go to the bar. I meet the bestie. Love you. Meet the friend. She's funny as fuck. She's cute. We're great. We're vibing. We're great. I was like, all right, this is very, very nice. We all get hella drunk. My friend's like, see you later. Like, you know what to do. But I was like, I'll walk her home. So I walk home with this really cool person, and we get to the door, and we're making out. It's great. This is great. And then she like kind of like opens the door with keys and swiftly like kicks it. And I was like, yes. And then I hear, meow. That was a cat impression. Sorry. That's better. Yeah. Cute, incredibly fluffy, beautiful cat. Just kind of nuzzles out the door, and she was like, "That's Kai. That's my cat." And I was like, "It was really nice to meet you. I really like talking with you, and I'm so sorry." I said, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "I just can't. I'm very allergic to cats." And she was like, "Oh, okay, bye." And so I went. I know. She was like, "We're done." I go running down the block. I like run 6 blocks to find my friend Michelle, and I was like, "Hey, yeah, so what are you guys doing?" She was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" She's like, "This is my project." And I was like, "Well, she's got the cat, blah, blah, blah." And she was like, "Cat?" I was like, "I'm cat. I can't do a cat, And she was like, "Coop." She physically grabs my shoulders and she goes, "You can't let your allergies control your life." And I was like, "You're fucking right." And in it, I'd seen this like 7 years of her being like, I'm gonna find you a mate. And I was like, okay, tell her I'm coming back. And I ran back, and it was like some kind of, magic music was playing, and it was misty, and it was San Francisco. And I like stumbled up her steps, and I was like, knock, knock, knock. And she opened the door, and we started making out, and I was like, I can do this. And she's like, this is awkward. You know when you're making out with someone, they're like, I'm determined. And you're like, we're just making out. It shouldn't be like a thing you're doing. I had a flag. Okay. The marching band. Okay. But we started making out, and it was really sweet, actually. I really did like this person. I like cats, actually. They're just deadly. So we're making out, and then we're like rolling on her bed. We're in the bed. Oh yeah, okay. And like she does kind of a thing, and then I do a thing, and I like flip her over on her back, and yeah. Oh yeah, I used to have some moves. Sorry. Better. Okay. Yeah. I pin her to the bed, consensually. Okay. Pin her to the bed, and then I put my hands on either side of her. I am not shitting you. I put my hands on either side of her, and this entire layer of cat fucking cat fur just goes like slow-mo, and I was like, oh shit. But I go in, and start making out, messing around. It was pretty good. We fooled around. It was really great. I, within a period of about 4 hours, stopped breathing. I was like muscling through like a 24-year-old. I was like, no, I'm fine. Just, do you have hot water? I don't know. And I'm like, she's like, do you need to leave? And I was like, it's cold out. That's bad too. I can't. And so went from being super hot and sexy to like this like shivering ball of butch. And at one point we jump in a hot tub. I was like, you have a fucking hot tub? What were we doing in there? Whatever. She's like, this will help you, whatever. We start making out in there. Everything's fine. I was like, oh, I'm cured. Thank you. I feel much better. How are you doing? We get out of the hot tub, and then my entire lower section of lung just goes shoop. And I was like, and she was like, something's, this is bad. And I was like, and her roommate comes home. He's like, she's on drugs. And I was like, I just can't breathe. They throw me in a car. We drive to SF General. They throw me in some guy was like, intubate. And I was like, it's probably just, I need albuterol. They fix me. It's okay. I lived. I'm here. This is me. And at one point, I after made it through, it'd been like 4 hours, and the nurse came in, and she was like, whew, that was rough. Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Can I get out of here? And she was like, don't you want to talk to your friend? And I was like, my friend? And she was like, the blonde woman that's been crying in the hall for 4 hours? And I was like, she's here? And she was like, ugh. And she like walked out, and I was like, oh, I hope she's getting her. And then this lady who I just met that same night came in, like this swollenest, ugliest face. I mean, not in a good way, ugly crying face. Her eyes were, she had been crying the whole time, and she walked over and she was like, I'm so glad you're okay. And I was like, I love you. Fuck. And she was like, I feel that too, but I'm not gonna say that. And that was the hottest thing I'd ever heard. And so we dated for like 2 years, and then it fell apart. But no, that shit ends. It's cool. So I guess it's okay to let your allergies control your life. I guess this was what I was saying. All right. Thank you.